And what up, everybody? Welcome back to Feral Publications YouTube channel. On this channel, we talk about zines and DIY culture. For those of you guys that are new to the channel, I publish this comic book zine anthology called Feral Comics with cartoonists from around the world. All contributors are paid for their art, and it's a great way of supporting underground subversive comics. Another great way of supporting underground subversive comics is by subscribing to the YouTube channel, because we talk about all kinds of underground subversive art, and sometimes it's comics. And today I want to talk about Hermit Stew by Eric Chavez. Boom, there goes his handle right there, Eric Chavez. And it's a really amazing DIY aesthetic. Now, if you look at this, I don't know how he printed this, because look how big this is. Right? Fables is the current read. So, boom, look how large of a print that is. Now, Eric, if you see this, can you let me know if you're printing these at home? Because there definitely is such a DIY aesthetic to it. But like I said, like the printing of it, I don't understand how someone can print this at home. Like, I don't understand what printer you're using or what, like what kind of paper this is. So I would love all that information if possible. Another thing that I really enjoyed and I have questions is, I think this is drawn to scale, but it might not be, right? It might be a larger image that then is shrunk down. But I'm just wondering if that's the case, or if this is to size, right? Something that I was wondering while I was reading it. Another thing that I like about it, this honestly is one of the great things that like new cartoonists will do is create their own world and their own reading experience. And that's something that definitely in Hermit Stew you can see. And this is probably the one I like the most, of like the weird perspective, right? So like this doesn't make any sense from a perspective. Him squatting down, but then somehow being, you know what I mean? Like a lot of this perspective doesn't make sense, but it works because you understand it. There's another one I want to showcase on that, and I'm not too sure if it's in this issue or another issue. This one. So this is probably my favorite comic strip from issue 1. And like when he opens the door here, and you'll see that throughout other issues or other stories, but like that doesn't make any sense. But it just works because, like I said, like he's creating his own way of communicating with the reader. And like that's what you should be doing. Don't worry or focus on how other artists, cartoonists communicate with their readers. Focus on telling your story and being able to communicate that well. And I enjoy things like this because it lets you know you're reading a Hermit Stew comic. It lets you know you're reading a comic by Eric Chavez. And so it's kind of like a signature kind of move. I enjoy that. But yeah, this comic right here. And at that, like I don't even like color. But this was such an amazing use of color. Emphasizing the P, right? Like it's amazing cartooning, right? Like even when he uses color, he uses it very sparingly, right? Like I'm not a big marijuana smoker, right? But from anytime I'm around my homies that smoke bud, this is what I feel like. I feel like everything that has come in contact with that just fucking reeks and it's just sick. You know what I mean? So definitely love that. The topics that you'll find in here, a lot of it is like humor relating to music, comics, and like that lifestyle, right? And like honestly, you see the art grow, and the storytelling is very kind of comic strip, very kind of like formulaic of like 4 panels. Some of them are longer, and some of them are just big splash pages, kind of reminiscent of like the Matt Groening Life is Hell comics, right? Like this one. This one I love. This was my favorite one from issue 2. And it literally is not even the story. It's just the art. It just looks amazing to me. I dig it. You know, the humor in this is just amazing. It's amazingly written. And then this is where I really felt like the art was growing, man. And like the editorials in the back, I dig a lot as well because, well, I'm a cartoonist my damn self. So like I dig these editorials in the back, where he's kind of talking about the process and where he's at and what he's doing. And I dig that shit, man. So definitely dig that. But yeah, this page right here, man, this comic strip here runs for a few pages. And like this page right here was a hit, man. When I saw that, I was like, this is a really great page. The art in this in this story right here is just strong, man. Strong. Look at that. So, you know, and like I like seeing that as well, like it growing and being stronger, right? But yeah, man, fuck, this guy is strong as hell, man. And then there's this one right here, Goo Goo Muck, special number 1. Yeah, so Hermit Stew is an amazing underground comic. It is for, as in Eric's word, young adults. Definitely has music, comics, art, bio, poems, all of the above. And it's fucking really well done, man. But as always, you guys, the information for Hermit Stew will be in the show notes. So if you guys want to show some love and support to Eric Chavez. And don't forget, you guys, you don't always have to buy something to show some love and support. You can always subscribe, follow, and things like that. And just promote Hermit Stew. That way, you know, it can find its audience. Beyond that, you guys, thank you so much for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Lates.